Phoenix. Ashe. Hey, Instagram family. We're about to get this Enlightened Atlanta segment popping. As you all know, we are here at 11 o'clock, 11-ish on Saturdays. Just to share some vibes, information, as well as what we have in stock. This is a virtual shopping show. So, we like to let you know what we have in stock, and how to use those things as well. Today, I'm going to be talking about this super full moon that's on the horizon. A lot of beautiful energy, much energy that is peace, that is calling for us to really get clear, and really continue to unfold, continue to ascend, continue to it's really just, I always talk about how this year, because of the age we're in, and also with the conjunction that happened, a lot of energetic things that's happening, this is a beautiful time to be alive if you are in tune, if you are conscious about what's happening right now and can get in alignment with the energy and flow with the energy. And it's so beautiful because you can really fall back and relax and allow life to usher in so much prosperity and healing and bliss if you are in alignment. We're no longer in the earth age pieces. We're no longer in the earth age. We're now in an air age, which is very intuitive, very intellectual, very inner. Like, this is an inner time. And so it's not really necessary for you to do a whole lot of brute force striving, It really, honestly, we should always come from intuition, come from our inner core, come from our spiritual core. But sometimes it does call for us to get in alignment with our inner guidance system, but go and do. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like do time. Like, it is due time. But right now, we're in a age and a space and time right now where it's time to be. It's really time to hold off on a whole lot of doing and just be. And when you are within your beingness, you'll be guided to what to do. But the beautiful thing about that is, when you're guided, you're not going to have a lot of the struggle and pulling and pushing and pull that you generally have when you are not flowing from your inner guidance system. You're not flowing from what the Most High is telling you to do, That's that divine, divine intellect, the divine will. When you're functioning from your ego will versus your divine will. And so it's just a beautiful time right now to be alive in general. But we have this, you all know, I pay attention to the moon cycle. And the reason why I do that is because the moon impacts us greatly. It impacts us greatly. Thank you, Natalia, for sharing on Facebook. You all, if you value the information given here, please do like and share. Excuse me. Please do like and share. Peace on Instagram. Give thanks for the beautiful greetings. Thank you. I'm about to go ahead and get started. So if you know somebody, thank you. If you know someone who you think would enjoy this information that I'm about to give, then please do share it with them. Let them know we're online. Natalia asks, can I save rain to use throughout the year? Absolutely. Apparently, we only really get rain here in the summer. Yes, ma'am. I have jugs of rainwater. And sometimes I put some gemstones in it. Like, I'll put a shungite or a tourmaline in the full moon rainwater. And I'll put a heart chakra or prosperity stones in my new moon rainwater, and I let it sit. I have a bottle of new moon rainwater that I have sitting on my altar space, and I'm just waiting on the perfect opportunity. I also, by the way, use my rainwater for my Jericho rose ritual when I do it, because with the Jericho rose, in order for it to bloom, you have to put it in water. So I will use some new moon rainwater. Just more intention. The more intention, the better. More intention. What's up, young man?
Hello.
I know he said, "Hey, thank you, Jonathan. Welcome." So this is the spot. Y'all know we live at Shumba ATL 3353 Washington Road near Atlanta. So you'll hear some background music and talking and noise and all that kind of stuff. So.
I'll be over
Okay.
there.
So yes, so I use the new moon rainwater for the Jericho rose. What I was saying is that before come Akeem, say hey to the people. This is my, y'all remember this guy? This is my child, my big baby. Happy full moon, Akeem. Anywho, the more intention, the better. The more intention, the better. When you're doing your prayers and meditations and rituals and all this, I know he is definitely my twin. But if you see his Baba, you would say the same thing. He's equally me and his Baba. So, whenever you're doing prayers, meditations, rituals, the more intention, the better. And that's a beautiful thing to talk about around the moon, because during the new moon and full moon, and even during the waxing moon and waning moon, prayers can be very powerful. Prayers are very powerful and can be that much more powerful the more intention you put into them. And you can develop rituals around these energetic times that are really powerful. Just be intentional. The more you know about the energy, the better. The more you are in tune with what you're wanting to actualize, the better. If it is a new moon that you're tuning into, knowing what sign it's in, knowing about the numerology of the date of that moon, knowing about the hour that it's falling into, knowing about all of that makes it that much more powerful if you put that intention behind it. Choosing what stones you're going to use, what candles you're going to use, what incense you're going to use, what spiritual bath you're going to put together, what journal prompts you're going to focus on, what keywords you're going to vibrate on, what affirmations you're going to use for that full moon cycle, which is full moon and new moon cycles are about 2 weeks. So for that 2 weeks, you focusing on that. And that's essentially why I do these talks or these energy reports, is to give you something to vibe on during this time, because when you do, it is that much more powerful. And it doesn't matter what religion, this is not about religion. This is about science. This is energetic and spiritual science that we're talking about here. We are spirit beings having a human experience. Okay, so as a spirit being, it is very beneficial for you to know about energy. And as a human being, it's very beneficial for you to know science. And as a spiritual being having a human experience, it is very beneficial for you to know about energetic and spiritual science. Okay? So when you know that, then you can vibe so high, you can accomplish so much, no matter what religion you are. If you're Islamic, if you're Christian, if you're Buddhist, it doesn't matter what you are. The more you know, the better you can flow. Hey, bars. The more you know, the better you can flow, So with this full moon, I'll get into it, and then what I'll do is I'll get into the full moon, because y'all know this is like, I enjoy doing this. So I can talk about a lot and do a whole lot and be doing the most. So let me rein it in. I will be talking about this full moon, which is a super moon, and some of the tools that you can use. Then I'll talk a little bit about what we have in store that you can pick up. You can come by today. We are here, 3353 Washington Road, East Point, Georgia. Or you can shop online at the link in bio on Instagram or the caption here on Facebook. Peace to my Facebook fan. What's up, sister? What's up, sister? Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad that they are enjoyed, these energy reports. All right. So again, please do like and share. Please, that would be wonderful. I would highly appreciate you for doing that. And let people know about Enlightened Atlanta that airs every Saturday around 11. And we usually go around 1, but we won't have the farmer here today. So I'm gonna conclude after I do this talk. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. Shout out to my stylist, Motoon, here in Atlanta. Just in case anybody know, if you're in Atlanta, she is in Off the Hook Barbershop, which is on Peter Street. Off the Hook Barbershop on Peter Street. She works upstairs. She's dope. She started my locks, and so I've been with her for about 3 years. What is this, 4 years? Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I started them in 2016, 17, 18, 19, 21. Wow, this is year 5. How dare I not celebrate my lock anniversary? What am I doing? I don't know.
5? You sure it ain't been 15?
Nah, it ain't been 15. It ain't been 15. I started with a fro though, so I guess I can count that. I don't know. All right, here we go, y'all. Get your notebooks, get you a piece of paper, get a pen, write this down. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you some pointers on it. By the way, if you want more information, I'm gonna give some pretty good and detailed information here, but you get that much more information when you are a part of my moon meditation group. Okay, we have a new moon and a full moon call every month, and when we get on that call, I talk about the energy of this month. What is it calling for us to do? What should we do to stay in alignment with it? What can we do personally? So we everyone is required to have their natal chart, and so everybody pulls up their natal chart, and we go through different things in the natal chart that they can look at and reference from as they do their development plan. I call it a personal development plan. Every new moon, every full moon, creating this plan. What am I going to do for this full moon? What am I going to do for this new moon as my development plan? You know, how am I going to use this energy? What do I need? What affirmations am I going to use? What prayers am I going to use? What tools do I need? All of those different things. And so during those calls, we talk about that, and every person in the moon meditation group can personally come up with their own personal one. So the information I'm giving here is pretty general. No matter who you are, no matter what your sun sign, moon sign, rising, any of those different things, you can benefit from this information. And again, no matter what religion, what age, and all that, you can benefit. If you are a spiritual being having a human experience, you can benefit from this information. But when you are in the moon meditation group, you can get very specific for what you personally need, because everyone is different. Everyone has their own blueprint, but we all are in a development process and an unfoldment process. And so everybody can use that information. So if you're interested in learning more about the moon meditation group, you can visit the link in my bio here on Instagram and the link in the caption on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to put that in the caption on Facebook. And all of that information, of course, is on my website, oyunministries.com. OYUN ministries.com. OYUN ministries.com. Okay. So here we go. I stalled a little bit so you can have a little time to get you a piece of paper and a pen now.
Yeah.
So
how much you doing this selenite? Brought selenite one for?
How much are you selling for? 15, 12?
It's one, but I think we sold the big one for 10. I think 20.
20.
Let me see.
Because I'll do it. It's just half off.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So full moon notes for this super full moon. First of all, a super full moon is it is when the moon is closer to us. And just in case you don't know about full moons or the moon in general, the moon impacts us. The moon impacts water on the earth. You know, it impacts the water levels. We are very similar to Mama Earth. We are predominantly made of water. And our water levels, just like the ocean, if you go to the ocean on the full moon, you'll see the tides are much higher. Also, you tend to get rain during full moon because the water is impacted in that level, is on that level as well. Also, farmers tend to do certain things on the full moon that they wouldn't tend to do on other moons because of the water levels are so high. And with us, we are predominantly made of water, and when we have to be cognizant of our water level. We gotta stay hydrated. When we're dehydrated, what happens to us? We get a bit emotional. Things begin to not, the chemicals in our body are not functioning properly, and our brain are not functioning properly. Our blood, everything. This is why water is so important, and the kind of water is so important. Whether it's good alkaline water, pH balanced water, water that has a high pH. All those different things. And so with the moon, because it impacts the water levels in our lives, we tend to feel our emotions a bit stronger during the full moon, right? And that's why in the spiritual teachings, water is associated with emotions. It's associated with your sacral chakra. It's associated with intuition. It's associated with just the motion of life, right? And birthing. Water is associated with birthing as well. So igniting things, getting things going, getting things in motion. That's what emotions is all about. As you emote, you put things in motion. And so during the full moon time, it's really good. It's a really good time for you to tune into your emotions. Number one, govern your emotions well. Number two, and when I say tune into your emotions and feelings are messengers. Shout out to Baba and Mama Maximilio, who have some beautiful services around that notion that feelings are messengers. But feelings are messengers. And so they're not here for us to attach to them. They're not here for us to hold on to them. They're here to tell us something, But sometimes we get caught up in our emotions. We have knee-jerk reactions when we have emotions. We let our emotions take over us. We allow our emotions to run away from us, with us. And so we put things in motion. And even I would say sometimes I feel like it is taught to, we're human. It's okay to, I would say like vent, and it's okay to be mad. It's okay, but you have to be aware, or I won't say have to, pardon me. It is helpful to be aware that as you are emoting and as you are venting and as you are angry, sad, and scared and all these different things, and as you're constantly doing it, remember you're putting things in motion. That you're putting energy in motion that is going to render. Okay, as you put it out, it's gonna come back to you. So the longer you are angry, sad, scared, lonely, peace, sister, anxious, worried, all of these different things that tend to have a negative effect on our lives, the more you are there sitting in that emotion, you're going to be putting out energy that attracts just that. You're going to continue to attract things that bring you those emotions, and then it's going to have that effect on your life continuously. And so during the full moon, peace y'all on IG. During the full moon, it's a really good time for you to be still, be quiet, be meditative, be aware, so that you can govern your emotions well, so that you can appreciate them and work with them. It's a good time for you to do some wellness coaching during that time, because those feelings will be kind of riled up and stirred up a bit. And so sometimes you got to get them stirred up, because sometimes we naturally bury emotions, and guess what those emotions turn into? Tumors, cancers, illnesses, dis-ease. And so during the full moon is an excellent time for you to get coaching. By the way, I do offer coaching. So that we can coach you through what are those emotions. Let's pinpoint them. And then after we do that, we're going to see what the message is. because that's what emotions are for. It's for the message. It's for us to get to understand what is our inner guidance system telling us, because it is our inner guidance system that is trying to tell us something, and oftentimes if we keep ignoring that, our body shows up and start to, okay, she's not really paying attention. He's not really paying attention. So it's going to show up in your colon. It's going to show up in your cervix. It's going to show up in your joints. It's going to show up in your muscles, in your back, in your shoulder, back pain, lower back pain, emotions around money and survival, fibroids, all of those different things, unprocessed emotions, unprocessed sadness, unprocessed anger, joint pain, you are control issues. You have fear around being flexible. You have fear around letting go and allowing, so you got to process those emotions. And so coaching really helps with that as well. So that's full moon time, is about, tuning into your emotions, getting those messages, letting go of things that no longer serve you. I know many have heard that saying, letting go of things that no longer serve you. Letting go of control, control that we try to have is really the thing that stresses us out so much. Trying to control things, flow. And this full moon is a beautiful time to tune into that and get to know how to do that and what to do and all of those different things. So before I even get into my pointers here, I have a little list of notes I got for y'all. Do know, of course, I have the meditation that will be happening on the full moon Monday, April the 26th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be happening. For those who can't tune in at that time, it's always a replay. Just know that. Once you register, you get access to the replay as well. All right. So, and in that and it's not just a meditation. For those who have been on my meditations, it's not just a meditation. It's a full-blown session, where I'm talking a little bit, about it. And then we go into how to use this. And then, we kind of, that energy gets stirred up. We go into a meditation so that we can draw that energy in, and that energy can stir some stuff up within us. We become one with that energy, grounded in that energy. We calm ourselves, settle ourselves, center ourselves in that energy of that moon. And then we do a full-blown exercise. So it's usually a writing exercise. Sometimes we be drawing. Sometimes, it's usually a writing. So that's what the whole session entails. So it's not just meditation, by the way. But I will be having that Monday where we can use this energy together. So let me say this too. With the full moon, it's not just always just about letting go. It's also about counting your blessings. This is a completion period. Full moon is like a completion. We have completed the whole cycle. It's a lot of energy that happened in the moon cycle. From new moon to full moon. You have the new moon, then it starts growing again. That's waxing moon, then it's full moon again. And then you go into the waning moon, and then we start all over again. So a lot happens in a moon cycle. And so during the full moon, when it gets full, that's like climax time. Boom, this is completion, bringing things to a close, bringing things to, to completion. And so it's time to give thanks, as it always is time to give thanks. But really during the full moon, as those emotions are high, as your energy, as you are putting things in motion, emoting, putting things in motion, a beautiful emotion to vibe on during the full moon is gratitude. As that moon is full, allow your heart to be full. Allow your soul to overflow. Allow gratitude to sit in that. Let go of any thoughts about what's going to happen next. Just be grateful. If you have nothing to be grateful for, be grateful for life and a new day. Because every day is you literally have the opportunity to allow shift and changes. You literally have the opportunity to see God, as I say. One of my morning prayers is, may I be able to see God today. May I be able to see good in God today. You know what I mean? We have a new opportunity to see something new. I'm looking outside of my window. There's a 2-acre farm that's connected here to Shumba. By the way, we're live every Saturday, 11 to 5 here at Shumba. You can come out and shop. You can come out and say hey. You can come out and hang out. But there's a farm out here, and I tell you, it seems like every time I look outside, you know, it's something new. The tree has blossomed more. The flowers on the different crops are coming up, or the beans have gotten bigger. I was looking over at the beans this morning, like, wow, they just got so much bigger over the last week. You know, every day is a new day. And so it's not a necessity for you to hold on to yesterday, hold on to last week, hold on to childhood, hold on to, it's not. And when we do that, when we hold on like that, it blocks. I call it an energetic dam, you know? So let go, be grateful for what is, stay in the moment and find something, like seek gratitude. What you seek is seeking you. Seek it. Let it be, let your heart open up and accept gratitude. It's so, like, I just allow myself to be grateful, even just for the smallest things. Just for the smallest things, which I hate to even call it small, because all of it is big to me. It's big that my life is so abundant, and I'm so grateful. Like, I really had a thought the other day, like, man, my life is pretty abundant. Like, I'm so grateful about life. You know, it's abundant. I just start thinking about everything in my life, not just material things. For the most part, it's more about the inner things. I'm so grateful for my peace. I'm so grateful for my sound mind. I'm so grateful that I can see God in the plants, in the trees, in the squirrel, in the owl, in the clouds, and I can see good in God in all of it. You know, so grateful that I'm reflective, so grateful that I can see the good in situations that seem to be bad or seem to be rough, you know. I'm so grateful for all of those things, because I know it is a blessing. It is something I'm humbled about, because I know that it's not just by default, you know, you just get that. That's something that has to be developed. That's something that has to be a conscious effort as a spiritual being, having a very human experience. You know, so I'm grateful for the discipline. I'm grateful for my desire to be devoted to my higher self, you know, be loyal to my higher self. I'm grateful for that, because it ain't always been like that for me. So I'm grateful. Okay. I told y'all this is my vibe, so you know, sorry. Here's the notes. Okay, just some pointers. Here's a quote for this full moon. Quote, hey, you are the creator of your world. It's not being imposed upon you. You are the creator of your world. It is not being imposed upon you. Because a lot of times we fall into victim mode. We feel like, man, life is just treating me wrong. Maybe we need to look at it like we're treating life wrong. You know, we are a vibrational match to everything we have going on in our world. It starts within. It starts inside. So the work has to be within. You got to do the work inside. In order to see things change around you, you got to do that inner work, you know, period. There's no way around it, y'all. I know it's, Queen, you always, I bear witness. So I speak from experience. I speak from conviction. I speak from, you know, I speak from a knowing that when you focus on within, everything outside of you will change. No matter what's going on globally, everything in your physical experience will shift. And the beautiful thing about that is you are connected to a lineage of individuals. You are connected to generations to come. You are connected to an immediate family. You are connected to friends. You are connected to co-workers, some of you. You are connected to a business partner, many of you. You are connected to, so if you focus on you, that's the greatest blessing you can give the world, is to focus on you, okay? Focus on you. By the way, I have a meditation called Focus on my YouTube channel. Check it out. So that's the quote. You are the creator of your world. It's not being imposed upon you. Peace. Thank you for the salute, Supernova. Okay, next pointer. Okay, so that's the quote. Pointers. This full moon got a lot of water vibes going on. A lot of water vibes. Okay, we just talked about the emotions. We just talked about those things shifting. So with this full moon, I put on my notes, something gotta give. It's a something gotta give vibe right now. Something gotta give. So, your emotions are gonna be high because guess what? Something gotta give. As I talked about how, if you don't address those emotions, they start to calcify in your physical body. And so you begin to get these illnesses and diseases that's screaming at you. Something gotta give. And so during this full moon, pay attention to those emotions. Pay attention to those pains, illnesses, dis-ease, those type of things. And those things are telling you something. They're messages. If you don't know what they are, get some help with getting to the point, getting to what it is, because something gotta give. All right, that's what this energy is about during this full moon. And we're gonna talk more about my moon meditation group who are online. We're gonna talk a little bit more about that. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. The other one is I have down here emotions and the body. We gotta pay attention to emotions and the body, the way we eat. What are we feeling? As I was just stating, because there's some energy too that's pointing out the body. It's pointing out what's happening. If you can pay attention to your body, that is a great indication of what's happening to you with you inner. So if you're dealing with intestine, digestion issues, if you're dealing with joint pain, if you're dealing with muscle pain, if you're dealing with overeating, if you're dealing with cravings, all of those different things, they can tell you something. It can reveal something to you. So pay attention to that. During this full moon, let us develop our inner healing technology. Our inner healing technology. How do we do that? Through the breath, through body scanning, through developing inner peace. Not looking outside of ourselves. Silence, going into silence more, doing some pineal gland work, doing some light body meditation, basically raising your frequency so we can heal from the inside out, So building our inner healing technology during this full moon is going to be very powerful for us. And this is a super full moon, y'all. So, this is on you want to heal from the dis-ease and the pain and the this and all of those different things that you want to really release from your life. This is the full moon. This is the one. This is it. Monday. Okay. In Eastern time, it arrives around 11, late Monday night. So in this side of the world, late Monday night. And then in some parts of the world, Tuesday morning. But this is the time now to get still, get quiet, get to yourself, and do that work. Do that reflective work. You don't have to do a lot but reflect and pay attention. That's really it. Remember, this age right here is calling for us to be more, not doing a whole lot. So don't go running out there trying to go, I'm going to go get a colon cleanse. I'm going to go do this. That may be one of the guidance, but for right now, it's just time for you to sit down with your being and let some things be revealed to you. And then when you get that divine inspiration, pay attention to it, write it down. But for this full moon period, just get the downloads, okay? And then it's time to get to work. It's time to go. Once that waxing moon hit, we're going to hit a new moon. Then we get that waxing moon. Boom, it's time to do the work. But right now, we're getting the downloads. We're getting the information. Another thing during this super full moon, release the resistance. Learning to stand your ground without resistance. Learning to stand your ground without resistance. Flow, allow, trust. Flow. Some of us, we love we're starting or continuing to really love ourselves and starting to really understand that, our inner guidance system is on to something, However, we have experiences and maybe memories that make us feel like we gotta be so rigid and stubborn and we gotta protect ourselves and stand our ground in a resistant type of way. that is counterproductive. Okay? Release the resistance. You can stand your ground and be you and do you and flow without feeling like you gotta be resistant. You know, I always kind of look at that whole, like, you know, protect your energy, because it depends on what kind of energy you're trying to protect your energy with. Some energy you're trying to protect your energy with is attracting more of that foolishness, you know. If you always attracting haters, that's something with you. If you're always attracting somebody who is going against you, and you know, that's something with you. You got to align with some level of peace and victory and mercy and grace and poise and chill and flow and allowance and trust and something, so that you can protect yourself by raising your frequency, so that anything that is not vibing on your frequency ain't coming your way. And that if it does come your way, it ain't gonna knock you off. You gonna, like, you know, you gonna be able to easily, you know, not only block that, but attract more of what you are. And so that don't even have room in your life. So that's a whole nother vibe, right? That's a whole nother vibe. But nonetheless, release the resistance. Learn how to stand your ground without the resistance. A lot of us feel like we got to open our mouth to stand your ground. No, you don't. You don't have to say a word. Just be. Okay? A lot of us feel like we got to go do this. No, just be you. How about listen to yourself and do and be cool. All right, Instagram, I got somebody telling me I'm froze. Am I still frozen? I'm looking good on my end. Y'all let me know. Facebook, how y'all doing?
You look good on Facebook.
Okay, good. Thank you. How we doing on Instagram? Let me just pause, take an intermission. Break, you know. That's no, I'm not frozen, I'm good. Okay, beautiful. By the way, y'all see me drinking out my little jug a lot. If you're wondering, this is chloroxygen. It's chloroxygen in my water. This is a water with chloroxygen, I should say. Very good for oxygenizing the blood, which is very good for mental clarity, very good for energy, very good from it. It's basically the chemical, the beautiful chemical that comes from greens is the chloroxygen. So FYI, you can get that online. I'm sure you can find it online. You can also, if you're in Atlanta, you can grab it from any health food store here. 7 Under, fruits, veggies, and herbs, Health Unlimited, those type of things. You said what? Oh, Lord help us. Shout out to the 7 Under family. They actually featured our farmer Ross Kofi in this in their last volume. They also shouted out Oyun Ministries, and they shouted out Shumba. So shout out to 7 Under. Give thanks for that feature. We really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Let's keep flowing. Y'all ready? If y'all with me, say, hey, the first word that came to my head was amen. If you're with me, say amen. If y'all still with me, say amen. Or am I just preaching to myself in here? What's going on? What's going on? All y'all well? We good? You know? Ain't nobody toes been stepping on none of this. No, I'm just kidding. Amen. Okay, I got me an amen on Instagram. Can I get an amen on Facebook? That's what I'm saying. Who with me on Facebook? Give thanks for the share on Facebook. Thank you for the tag. And tag your folks. Listen, those who, all right. Give thanks, Natalia. Amen. Give thanks, Juju. Give thanks, Doreen. Give thanks, Tony. Nubia, Chi. Give thanks. All right, before we keep going, tag somebody who needs to hear this information. Tag somebody who needs to hear this information. This information is going to be stored on my IGTV, here on Instagram, on my Facebook, and on YouTube. So you can also go and share it after you leave here. Like, listen, you need to listen to this. Go share it. Share it with somebody. I feel like whether you into the moon or not, this type of information can be utilized. Who agrees? Who agrees, you know? Next pointer. Truth will be revealed during this full moon. Truth will be revealed. And I've been talking about emotions this whole time. And what is emotions doing? Revealing truth. It's pulling up those messages. Not only will truth be revealed within yourself, but you can don't be surprised if some truth is revealed in relationships, some truth is revealed in the political world, truth is revealed globally. Some truth will be revealed during this time with all of the energy that's happening. Not just, keep in mind, y'all, that not only is this a super full moon, but it's also in a certain sign. It's also some conjunctions happening, some squares, some trines, it's a lot of aspects flowing, all type of different degrees and this and that. It's a lot going on in the cosmic body, not just the full moon. So when I talk about the full moons and the energy of it, I'm considering all of that. I'm considering everything that's happening in the cosmic body, everything that's happened seasonally, considering that we're in the springtime, considering what age we're in the air age, considering what moon we just came off of, what kind of moon, the energy of the moon we just came off of. And if I was you, I would consider what's going on in my charts, my personal charts, and how this is in alignment. In the 12 sign astrology, this moon is in Scorpio. So I would, if I was a Scorpio, I would be looking at my chart and see what's popping, what is it saying, in my chart, So I would definitely be looking at that energy. The next pointer, ancient knowledge being revealed right now. So those people who are the fans of the occult, this is a high time for you right now. So get into some good meditations, do some light body activation meditations, some pineal gland activation meditations, getting into some grounding, some silent meditation work, all of those different things. If you are one that really desire to be for ancient knowledge to be revealed to you, this is a good time for you to do some studying, some just vibing out on your own and channeling. Great channel period right now during this full moon. Great channel period right now during this full moon. Thank you for the greetings on Instagram. All right, and so that's it for my pointers. Just a quick review of all of those. Something's got to give. Paying attention to your emotions, allowing your emotions to be a catalyst for awakening. Explore your shadow work. I don't think I mentioned that. Explore your shadow work during this time. The shadow work, i.e. triggers. Paying attention to your emotions and your body right now. Are you emotionally eating? Are you feeling illnesses, ailments, those type of things? And paying attention to what those mean. If you don't know about Louise Hay is someone who has done some great works. Is known, in the metaphysics, in the mystic world, in the metaphysical world, and all of those different things for doing work around the body, the metaphysical meaning of illnesses and diseases. So look her up, Louise Hay. Usually when I'm looking for, what is this all about? This ailment, that this person is dealing with. Let me see what's this got going on. I type in Louise Hay, metaphysical meaning of disease. Louise Hay, metaphysical meaning of disease. She also has, she doesn't, but her entity or her business has these classes and workshops that they do. I think you can even get certified as a coach for her work that she has done over the years. So give thanks for all of those who have come before us, and all of those who are doing the work now, and all those who will continue to do the work of spiritual science and energetic science, because it's so beneficial for us. Don't y'all agree? Again, no matter what age you are, color you are, religion you are, knowing spiritual science is extremely beneficial. And all of the holy texts, actually, yes, Louise Hay on Facebook. Thank you for typing that in. That is exactly how you spell her name. All of the spiritual texts has embedded in them this spiritual science. All of the spiritual texts, if you know how to read it. A lot of us in the Western world have not been taught how to read, not just in the Western world, globally, have not been taught how to read the spiritual texts from a metaphysical standpoint. So a lot of the science, spiritual science, is hidden, or it's secret. It is not revealed to us just off top. But hey, when you pray for the teacher will come, and as you allow yourself to be a student, the teacher will come. whether that's in the form of books, information, a person, a workshop, or it happens, or this live, what, it comes to you if you have that desire, so desire for the truth about spirituality to be revealed to you, for the truth, the real truth about spirit and being a spiritual being and spirituality, not just, I don't want to throw no shade, but not just the fad of spirituality. Let's just put it like that. All right. Lastly, I'm going to give some suggestions. So for this full moon, and even going forward for a lot of the work that we're going to be called to do this year during this, or just for us for some time going forward, I suggest you get I put down here emotion or feelings journal. I was actually inspired to potentially publish one, so that was definitely the inspiration I had for during this full moon. So maybe stay tuned for that. Where's my cord? Sorry, y'all. Let me plug up my computer. So I definitely suggest you get a specific journal where you work through your emotions and keep up with that journal. And if you start to work with a coach, or if you start to work with someone to help you to work through your emotions and different things that you can't quite put your finger on what the message is, keep that journal, and that journal will really support you. I also put a dream journal. If you don't have one, I have a dream journal by my bed just so I can remember different dreams that I specifically, I don't write down every dream, but I do write down dreams that stick with me. So I just write them down. I don't necessarily do much with them. Sometimes I'll translate them or get them translated. But I like to remember them because sometimes messages are revealed to you as time go by. And it's good to remember the dream, because it's almost like putting two and two together. Because when you dream, when you're sleeping, downloads happen. Things are like coming together. You're out the way. Your consciousness and your conscious mind, your conscious human mind is out of the way. And so, and they may come in like the form of rabbits and people you never seen before, or people you saw when you was 12. And so dreams generally don't mean exactly what's happening in the dream. No, you're not going to get attacked by a rabbit, and the cat is not going to drag you down up a field and then you drown in the water. Rabbit means something, cat means something, the field means something, the water means something, drowning in water means something. So generally dreams are revealing certain things about what's going on with you energetically or spiritually, or what's going on in your territory, in your environment. So you have to kind of get to know how to translate them. So that is it, y'all. I hope this was enjoyable. I hope this was beneficial. Let me know. Let me know in the comments real quick before I log out. The meditation is tomorrow. The link is already in the bio. So on Instagram, go on over to the link in bio and register for that meditation. For those who are over here on Facebook, I'm going to go ahead right now and put that meditation link in the caption before I forget. Because after I get off, y'all know we live here at Shamba, so it gets popping quickly. So you can register there. So I would love to see you. It's a beautiful experience every time. Shout out to everybody who always tunes in for the full moon and the new moon meditation. Y'all are so lit. I love y'all. And y'all be having me acting up too. Like, don't be doing that. I be trying to be professional because people don't really know me. So I be like, But it never fails. Y'all have me acting up. You're very welcome. Thank y'all for even, paying attention and staying tuned for the entire time. I see my people on Instagram stayed with us the entire time. I would definitely take any questions before I log off, or, any comments that you want to give. You had I think you had another question too that I didn't answer, but if I didn't answer a question on Facebook, just post it again for me, please, so that I can answer it. Same with Instagram. I just didn't see it. I be trying to. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, so just ask it again. But thank y'all for tuning in. This has been this super full moon energy report. The meditation is, if you're watching this via YouTube, it's down in the caption as well. Hope to see you there. If you're more interested in the moon meditation group, where I gave some good general information here, but is that much more given during the full moon call? You know, that's so resonant to each personal person. So that's the perk of being a part of that moon meditation group. You get access to the meditations, of course, automatically. And you also get access to those live calls where you are getting your personal work. Because this is the general work, but we got some personal work we got to do. And you got to get clear about that. And the more you get clear about your personal work, the more you can really get in alignment. And let me tell y'all something. Alignment is where it's at. Alignment is where it's at. I'm so grateful. I remember being 13 years old and praying for peace. I didn't really have, it was some things going on in my childhood that was like, you know. But, you know, I had a good life, you know. But I just remember praying for peace. Praying for just... I feel like my heart just never really was as light as I wanted it to be. So I am so grateful for alignment, because alignment has blessed me with peace, genuine joy, you know, deep level of gratitude, you know, expansive abundance, you know, just like abundance overflowing, you know, such awareness,
Beautiful relationships.
Yes, beautiful relationships, you know. I just give thanks. I mean, doing this full moon energy, I give thanks. You know, take a moment to just give. Alignment is where it's at. You know, when you're in alignment with your highest self, when you're in alignment with you, when you get to know who you are, and, you know, your natal chart just reveals so much that helps you to just understand you. That understanding helps you to let some stuff go and helps you to develop in a certain way. And once you get on that journey of unfoldment, it's like it's so much that you understand now, so you can let things go. You can also grow in different areas. And so, you know, I just give thanks for opportunities to align. And so I give thanks for the meditations and the people who come on and we do that work together, and it's a whole vibe. And I mean, we talking about over 100 people every new moon and every full moon. And so I just know that 100-something people are connected to some other people. So in my mind, I really see it as, if it's 130, I do that times at least 3. So wow, you know, like that many people could potentially be impacted by the personal work that these 100-something people are doing. Like, that is revolutionary. When I hear the revolution won't be televised, it cannot be, because it happens within. It cannot be. This is not, what is that lady name? The Magic School Bus. This ain't, you know, we don't have the Magic School Bus here. That happens within. Nobody can go in there and see what's going on. No, like, you know, I don't care what tools the doctor have that can go inside of your body and all. We give thanks for those. But no one can tell nobody what's happening in your spirit, in your emotions, and you can't tell you that. You know, you have to be in tune with that. So I just give thanks. I really am so grateful. I speak so much love and light and healing and prosperity and protection and guidance and clarity and love and lightheartedness over everyone who was able to view this. And I pray to see you all tomorrow. All right, y'all. Peace. We out. Come see us. 3353 Washington Road, y'all. We here up until 5. We here. Peace. Instagram, actually. Oh, you know what I did not talk about? The new stuff and stop. Gracious. I think I'm gonna do that.